Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the Java statements. We all know that statement is a line of information to make some process. For example, in any language you see a statement has some meaning. So same way in the programming languages also it has some meaning to the system. Let us define statement. A statement specifies an action in a Java program. For example, a statement may tell the system to add the values of x and y or to assign the values of a variable to z. Sometimes it may ask to print the message and so on. So here any command has been given in the form of a statement. So the statement has a meaning to the system, and also the statement ends with a semicolon. And now here Java statements can be broadly classified into three categories. They are declaration statement, expression statement, and control flow statement. We will see one by one in detail. So what is declaration statement is we declare something. What is declaring is saying something. For example, say the num is a variable which is int. Num2 is a variable which is integer and the value is equal to 100. And str is the variable which is under the string type. So we are declaring here as an integer a number, and again an integer a number, and we are saying the value is equal to 100. So these are all the declaration statement. For example, we can declare anything, like we can declare a function, we can declare a variable or a constant. So that is done by the declaration statement. And then the expression statement. What is the expression is the combination of the operators and operands. In mathematics, we say A is equal to B plus C. It is an expression. We are adding B plus C and assigning it to A. So this expression calculates some value and assign the answer to the variable. So here an expression with a semicolon at the end is called as an expression statement. For example, so increment, decrement, so num plus plus, plus plus num, num minus minus, minus num, they are all the post increment and post decrement operator and pre increment and pre decrement operator. They are also expressions because this means num is equal to num plus 1. Otherwise, num is equal to num minus 1. This is also a short expression. Likewise, num is equal to 0, one assignment expression. Likewise, num star equal to 10. So num is equal to num into 10. This means num is equal to num into 10. So that way we can write any mathematical formula using the expression statement. And next one is the Java control statements. The Java control statements we can divide into three major groups: selection statement, iteration statement, and the jump statement. What a selection statement is, it selects the path of execution. Normally any computer program starts from the top to bottom and it executes the lines one by one to get the result for you. And here now this selection statement means we are using some condition to select the path of the execution. For example, we have done a prime number program. If this condition, then it is not a prime number, else this is a prime number. So these are all the things we can give the example for a selection statement. If age greater than 18, you are eligible to vote, else you are not eligible to vote. So this is one if condition and the with the else condition. So when switches, we are having some case statement where for different cases different conditions work. So likewise here switch, if A is equal to 1, print Monday, A is equal to 2, print Tuesday. Likewise we are having the case statement for using the switch constant, switch keyword. So these are the selection statement. That what does it mean is it selects different path of execution. It will not execute all the statements. Based on the condition, the execution is done. That is the selection statement. Next one is iteration statement. Iteration means the repetition. We are doing some work again and again. That is called as an iteration statement or looping statements. Here generally we have three types of loops: while loop, for loop, and do loop. So here these loops, they execute the instructions again and again based on some condition. So while the condition is true, do something again and again. Likewise, do some statements again and again while condition. Otherwise, for I is equal to some condition, repeat the statements again and again. So these statements helps to repeat the work again repeatedly to get a series of values. We have done this Fibonacci series using the for loop. So that helps to generate a series of terms in the for loop. Okay. So likewise here we are having the while statement, do statement and the for statement for the case of this iteration statement. Next one is the jump statement. Jump statement branches the logic to some other part of the program. So examples are break, continue and return. So break and continue are the statements which breaks the execution and get out of the loop. So break statement, while it is in any loop, this will break the loop and it will come out of the inner loop. And what is the continue statement is, continue statement will go back to the top of the loop, that is the for loop or while loop, any loop we are inside, that it execute from the beginning again and again, that is the continue statement. And then return is, this is from the function call. After doing some work in the function, it will return some value to the main function or the called function. So that is the return statement. So the jump statements are 3 in number: break, continue and return. So that's all the control statements in Java. While writing the application programs, we'll come to know how these statements work. Okay, so here by default, all statements in Java program are executed in the order they appear in the program. And sometimes if we want to execute the set of statements repeatedly for a number of times, or as long as a particular condition is reached or condition is true, we are using the control statement. All of these are possible in Java using the flow control statements. So we have seen the diagram that explains the different types of flow control statements, and they are given as the names as decision making, simple if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, switch statement. So these all comes under decision making. So simple if else statement, nested if and switch are, they belong to decision making statement. Then looping statements, here they are while loop, do while loop, for loop and for each. Here for each is the loop which is used to do the function in an enumeration concept. For each element in the set, the work has to be done. So that is done by the for each statement. We will learn the example one by one in the coming classes. And then branching statement, so we are having the break statement and the continue statement. So these statements helps to change the flow of the control. So that's all the topic about the statements in Java. And thanks for watching.